Today we are talking Alpine White, so stick around. Hey everybody, it is Aaron from Warmouth, and a while back I did a video called, I think it was, Striving for Guitar Parts with Maximum Compatibility. And I'll link to that in the description in case you want to go back and watch it. But in that video I talked about how the difference between being a company that builds complete guitars and a company that builds guitar parts. And one of the big differences was if you build complete guitars, you are able to, come up with a recipe and then just repeat it 10 times or 10,000 times. Whereas a company like Warmouth that builds parts, all the parts we build are basically one-offs. A customer specs what they want, and we build it one at a time. And so another correlating consequence of being a parts builder is that we don't get to do things in batches. For example, a big company that's manufacturing complete guitars, they can say, okay, we're going to do 500 bodies in Fiesta Red. And so they set their spray booth up for that, and they spend the whole week painting 500 bodies Fiesta Red. Whereas in the Warmouth paint department, on any given day, we may have 100 bodies, and every single body is a different color. And of course, if we have bodies among those that are the same color, we group them together. But we do not get the luxury of just saying, okay, today we're doing a batch of, whatever, graffiti yellow. That's all we're shooting today. So with all that in the back of your mind, enter Alpine White. And this body here is sprayed mostly in Alpine White. And I do have to throw out my usual disclaimer that I've had this body for a long, long time, and you cannot get this body style from Warmouth anymore. The closest we sell now is the Warmouth Nomad and the Nomad Neck. But back when I got this body, I had it sprayed mostly Alpine White. And Alpine White is the whitest of whites. There are none more white than Alpine White. And what this means is that even the tiniest little contaminant, even the tiniest little Horton Hears a Who speck of dust can cause you to have to strip a body and spray it again. And when you're setting up your spray booth, when you're setting up your paint room to do Alpine White, it takes a lot of extra care to make sure that you have all dust, all contaminants out of there, because even the tiniest little microbe will, cause you to have to start over again. This is really problematic when you're a company like Warmouth, where we don't get to do batches. We have to, we shoot bodies onesie-twosie, basically. And I should say parenthetically that there are a couple other colors we've also discontinued. Butterscotch Blonde and Mary Kay White, and we discontinued those for the same reason, because they're problematic to do onesie-twosie. But that's a subject for another video. Today it's all about Alpine White. Well, I am happy to announce that even though we are not taking custom orders for Alpine White, what we are going to do going forward is just set aside a day and say, today we are just spraying Alpine White. And that will allow us to get a group of bodies into the showcase in Alpine White so that it can still be available for those who want it. And we have done that. We have a big group of bodies that we just put in the showcase, all Alpine White. So if you've been jonesing for an Alpine White body, if you've been dreaming of an Alpine White Christmas, now is the time to jump in the showcase and see if any of the Alpine White bodies that we've done appeal to you. And grab them while you can before they're gone, because I don't know when we will be doing the next batch. But I also do want to ask for a favor. I would like you, if you are interested in an Alpine White body and you don't find it in the batch that we just did, in the comments, tell us what body that you would like to have sprayed Alpine White. And when we get ready to do our next batch, we'll read through those comments and take them into consideration when we do the next batch. So hopefully we can, some are a given. Strat replacement bodies, Tele replacement bodies. Those are always a given. But some of the other ones, like maybe you want a soloist in Alpine White, or maybe you want a dinky caster in Alpine White, put that in the comments and we'll take those into consideration on the next batch. So yeah, that's the Alpine White story. That's why it's discontinued. That is how we're going to continue offering it in the future. And hopefully that will get Alpine White into the hands of those who want it. So yeah, make sure and check out the Warmoth website. Check out all the Alpine White bodies that are there right now. If you still have questions, give our customer service reps a call. And until next time, keep on picking.